This won't stand.
I was like, excuse me, I'm in the wrong place. I was in the right place. Somehow during
must have been wrong time.
Somehow during the opening credits, I was wrong, and now I'm back.
It's my fault. My computer crashed, so
mine did too. Don't feel bad. Mine did too. Right when I came downstairs. Hello. I have a confession to make.
Yes.
I'm not gonna make it.
Oh,
wow!
What the hell? You tease.
Wow!
You can't do that.
That's
rude. In this, the year of our Lord Beyonce, 2023, on Pride Month. Come on!
Oh God! Yeah, I've just violated a lot lot of cosmic laws.
That's honestly homophobic.
Oh God!
Super homophobic.
Wow!
Super homophobic. Yeah. You can't become an unreliable narrator all of a sudden.
That's the key. Steve Rogers, I'm always an unreliable narrator.
You've decided this month.
Oh my God, it's funny.
Oh, my confession was pretty simple. I did this prep very, very quickly. I was very, very satisfied with it. And then we had prep school right afterwards. And I literally couldn't think of anything. I sat in prep school and was like, might as well have had my finger all the way up my nose, scratching the front of my brain because I was
so good.
I was
gross,
incomprehensibly lame this last Sunday. So my confession is I'm sorry. I'm not always on. I'm sure people who've watched this know that. But that's I'm not always good. So there.
Sweet Diablo 4 stream. Let's go. I'm kidding.
You and Nate are both just got the Twitch going right now.
I don't even have it yet. I literally, because I didn't drop the $90 for like the special.
$90
for the like special edition. Because the only people that had access over the weekend were people that purchased like the special edition or some other crap. So
Nate, did you?
No, I'm busy playing Zelda.
Your edition special.
There you go. No. I've heard good things.
Warrior, what are you playing?
Destiny 2. I'm always playing Destiny 2. I did just buy Street Fighter 6 though.
Yes, we're gonna pick that up too. Yay!
I'm pretty stoked for it. You can make your own. You can make your own guy. Like that's all you need to get me to buy a game. You're like deep, rich character customization. That's what I want.
Oh, I don't know. Shannon and Richard journeyed to Knox County, Kentucky last Friday, and they definitely encountered the deep and rich custom creation and many deaths that would take place.
To be fair, I only died one time.
You only died once.
I died once, which means every time I pick up Project Zomboid moving forward, I will probably die like 8 times per game.
Oh, Project
no,
Zomboid.
I thought. Yeah, I thought you guys were pretty good. It was like I felt like Richard's deaths were more just circumstantial.
His one was just like he had one where he's like, "Well, I can't get back to y'all, so like, give me a second." He just runs outside and he's like, "Ding, ding, ding, dinner time." Just let him.
So I thought we would spawn in the same place if we all took unemployed as our previous thing. I thought because I spawned in the trailer park, which is way the fuck. We were playing Riverside.
Way far.
Oh, you were playing Riverside. Okay.
It's way the fuck away from town proper, which is a bad place to be because it's also by like a couple places with zombies are going to populate huge there. And he popped like you guys popped in like in town. Luckily, I somehow have again fucked up the gas and keys amount, and so I just got a shitty car and came and picked people up. And then Richard died in a bar. And I came and got him.
Yeah.
Who has?
I was like, "Hey, be careful! Be careful of these zombies that we're killing. Just do one or two at a time." He was like, "Got it." And then I went and killed somebody. He goes, "Oh God! Oh God! Oh God!" I was like, "Oh no!"
We couldn't see it, but we heard the slow, painful downfall.
Yeah,
it was
he's
pretty
like,
great.
I got bit. What do I do? And I was like, dump all your shit in the back of my creepy kidnap van, and then just go run, bucket with just your tidy whities on, and just yell the whole time. Just take a swarm of zombies with you.
Let them get you.
Let them get you.
How to survive a zombie apocalypse? Get buck ass naked and just run outside.
Whenever I get
screaming.
That's the jam right there. But I mean, next time we play, we'll probably do a flame, a Molotov Congo line, and hopefully I can keep you guys alive better than I did Doug.
Wait, I'm sorry, Molotov Congo line?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You round up the zombies, and then you throw a Molotov at them, and then you just keep because your walking speed is faster than their walking speed. So you can just keep them, going in a circle. The problem is if you're Doug, then you don't pay attention to the rules I tell you when we do this trick, and you decide to jump over a goddamn fence and light the whole fucking neighborhood on fire, and then also light yourself on fire, and then get eaten.
Or you're Ben and you light a gas station on fire that you needed.
Twice.
That's fine.
Who among us has not? Yeah.
Listen, anybody who doesn't understand how you can set yourself on fire copious amounts of times and everything else around you has clearly never spent any amount of time in a Minecraft SMP with me.
Or just alone in Minecraft.
Or just existing in Minecraft. I had to explain to Ben why I go everywhere with a lava bucket on my person at all times, because I have some questionable ethics in that game.
I feel like we're learning a lot about ourselves.
Yes.
Well, yeah. So go around the table, and why don't you guys tell a confession you have, since I did, and then who you are, what you remember last time you played.
What kind of cop-ass trick is this? Well, I confess something, so it's your turn.
It is like snakes on a calculator.
All right. Well, I'm Nate. I play
ACAB.
Otterkin Rogue Warlock, Twig Swift Strike, and maybe Ogar. I don't know what's happening. He's a druid. He's an orc. Yeah. I don't know. It happened last time.
Hi, I'm Shannon. I'm currently playing Charity Momart, who's an 11-year-old artificer. Savannah, who's years old, who's a Nimblewright, and apparently, occasionally, Leona Clavella as well, who is the current resident Archmage of a little place called Stormsong, where Charity is from. And my confession, you're going to laugh at me so hard. I am legitimately terrified of the concept of alien abduction, but specifically with Greys. Like, it took me years to be able to watch Stargate, and now it's one of my favorite shows. But yeah, like, it legit terrified me, used to keep me up at night, that kind of ish.
Nate, you didn't tell us yours.
Huh?
Confession.
Yeah, buddy.
Huh?
Fucking exactly.
That was going to be my response, because I can't. Now you put me on the spot. I can't think of one.
Confess, Nate. Confess. It's just
They've
not
got
back to
nothing
me.
to confess.
come back to you? For real though?
I can't think of anything.
What?
Nothing
usually-
to confess to.
Put all my shit out there. I don't really hide much of anything.
Or where do you
Oh, no, I
put it,
hide all
Cassandra?
that.
On social
I gotta-
media?
Yeah, right?
Put it all on my private social media page that no one knows about. You can give me that. I literally cannot think of one. Don't give me those eyes. I'm Cassandra. I'm playing Amulet Sticky Fingers, who is a barbarian kender, and apparently I was looking for my ogre orc sheet. I don't know. I can't find one, so I'm not sure I was there for that.
There's your confession. You lose your D&D shit all
I
the time.
Don't lose my D&D shit
Which is
because
crazy
it's all
because you
right
have
here.
a folder for it, and yet it still manages to flitter away.
Can't lose it if they're all in here, and if it's not in here, it didn't happen.
It did though. It's recorded on YouTube. I will show you.
It happened.
Fuck.
I could not find any sheet related to being an
It
orc
happened.
or an
You
ogre.
You cannot treat your D&D shit like general
Where
high school
did-
American history.
Oh,
Yeah, like, what is that? What is that logic? If it's not in the folder, it wasn't here. Where did you go? Business school?
I got a dragon. You want a dragon?
I got a dragon.
I got a dragon. I got a fucking dragon too.
Oh shit! I
What'd
found
you
it.
get?
Never mind.
That's- I got a mystery box. Here's the link.
Oh shit! I was playing an orc pugilist. That's great. Okay, I got it now. I got it.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Oh, this is why you can't spring things on me. I have no memory. It's terrible.
Oh,
Be-
it's just the
to be fair,
cutest
it
dice.
it is technically spring right now. So if you're gonna do it at any time of year,
Time's
now.
running out. We're headed towards summer. Is that
Summer.
Summer's next?
I don't know.
sure.
Sure.
I guess.
I'm warrior. I go next. I am playing Montgomery Burnside. He is a GIF fighter. He's 9 years old. He's very small. I also play Dunk, who
Is he very small?
he's like 4 feet tall. He's little butterball of a child.
Deep
He's,
and
Small boy.
wide, deep
He's
and wide.
yeah, he's
There's a gift, boy, that's very deep and wide.
he's like BB-8 with limbs.
Oh, I love him more now.
I like that image.
And I'm also playing Dunk, who is a big barbarian. And my confession is that I am not wearing this tank top for ego purposes. It's just that all my other clothes are in the laundry. So
Warrior,
there you go.
Warrior, you should because you look good.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Great, my friend.
Thanks.
For real.
Thanks. So I'm gonna bring us up to like 4 viewers, you guys. I'm gonna do it.
Would it be 5 if I said I'm not wearing pants?
Oh,
You know,
Oh.
I guess it depends on if it can see over the desktop.
show me them games, mate.
I can't get my leg up that high.
got some calves.
That's right. Twitch would probably be like, no. Because
Demonetized.
I'm sure there's somebody out there that's like, hairy legs, yes.
I got hairy legs. I can get my leg on the screen. Is that what we're doing here? Is this the kind of stream we're doing tonight?
It could be. I mean,
Maybe.
I have leggings. It doesn't count.
If I
I
could
got,
get
like,
my
full-
legs the only way I could get my legs that high right now is if I fell over backwards in my chair. Nice.
Mm,
Oh, look at that leg.
mm.
Gammon and gammon.
Cameron and Cameron. That's good.
Oh, god damn it.
Uh,
Down
Very
there,
flexible.
this is what you came for.
Yeah.
what's happening?
By
I
the
don't
way,
know
y'all,
what they came for, but it sure is what the fuck is happening. That's what's
I'm just gonna say this. Like all of a sudden, this is like a subathon. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. You're getting free games. You're getting the game.
Shh. Just let it happen.
Shh.
Oh no.
I need an adult.
There's none here.
Yeah,
There's
there's
none
not.
here.
We're screwed.
Yeah,
Nope.
if anyone feels like subscribing to the channel, I'll flex if you subscribe. So, ooh, what's that look like? We'll have to find out. It's $5 of your money.
Right.
Oh my god! I don't even know what's happening anymore.
Oh no.
Shh. Just let it happen.
You tried to get what happened is you tried to outsass us. We are the fucking shitty little kids, motherfucker.
Right?
Can't outsass us.
We sass you back.
Let me check my sheet. Yes, I only have a 7 in sass. My sass level is sus.
Is that charisma or?
I think sass is a charisma score, but the saving
Mhm.
throw is definitely wisdom,
Mm.
or maybe even constitution.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm hosed.
Ooh. Oh.
All right. Well,
Anyway, nothing like antagonizing the DM right before combat. So.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
do we want to
Great idea.
Do we want to get
I think so.
Let's do it.
All right, cool. Speaking of starting combat, so you walked through the blue fire at the end of last episode into the Asphodel Fields. Excuse me, Asphodel Meadows. I always get the Elysium Fields and the Asphodel Meadows confused.
Fields and meadows are very different.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Like, I didn't even know that the Asphodel Meadows existed as a concept until prep school. I can't remember if it was Matt, Shaggy, or Spike who was like, that's like a thing in Greek mythology. And I was like, no. And they were like, here. Look, then they explained it. I was like, okay, well, this needs to be in the game now. And yeah, it's great. So in my head, I just keep having the Elysium Fields in my head. So anyway, no one wants to know about how my brain work or not work, depending on the day and time. You walk through and you see this probably like on a normal sized person, midriff high makeshift palisade made of undead parts. And they continue to just sputter, moan, and wail. You look out past the distance, and there's the fields are, or excuse me, meadows are like ghostly green. Everything's slightly translucent, and kind of always in flux of whether it's there or not. It is this dark green, boggy meadow with flowers and other plant life that's all the colors almost fully drained out of it. So it's almost like just a tint away from grayscale. But the further you go out to this palisade and beyond, it begins to just get blacker and blacker until you reach a point where your field of vision cuts further in and sharper to a point far on the horizon that is a massive keep that appears to be made out of parts. And from that keep streams what looks like a never-ending horde of undead. Standing on the palisade, you immediately recognize your head of the person responsible for you on his field trips, the adult supposedly for this field trip, Felix. And he is smashing undead who try to crawl over the palisade. And he's just littered around him with these corporeal undead floating just around and above. Twig, you especially see this. There are ghosts everywhere, apparitions everywhere. Yes, it does sound like a Congo line time. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. What would you guys like to do? Oh, you know what? Make a dexterity saving throw. That's what you'd like to do.
Is that what I'd like to do?
Or what I have to do.
You don't
Yeah.
want to fail it. Let's put it that way.
Well, I'm starting off
What?
hot. I got a 10.
Did you get a 10? That's
I got a-
exactly what you need.
Oops.
Good.
I got a
Just a second.
19.
I rolled a 19. So
So did
23.
I.
All right.
21.
So as this is going on, and the sound here almost like everything sounds like you know what things sound when you're underwater.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what everything sounds. It's very muffled, but you can distinctly hear those moans and groans from the undead. But like you currently only Twig, you can hear these ghosts and you can hear them as if they were speaking to you normally. And you're the one that hears this cry of incoming and a ball, a huge ball. And by huge, I mean a literal huge in D&D terms. Ball of undead are launched out of a catapult over the palisade, coming right upon you. You all are able to move out of the way when this thing crashes into the meadow and begins to move like a Katamari Damacy ball, trying to scoop up everything in its way. You're an initiative. Roll against this corpse ball.
It's one of my favorite games.
I know it is.
13.
10.
12. The niche on oh my gosh, I can't even think. Advantage on a niche, and I roll a 9 and a 10. Jeez Louise.
Does someone want to keep track in the chat for me, please? The corpse ball is going in 7.
Oh, good.
So I believe Charity, what did you get?
10.
10. Okay. Twig, did I not know what you got?
I didn't say it yet.
Oh, okay. That's why I
Just
didn't
keep
know.
it a secret.
No, I gotta remember.
Confess.
I've got a thing. I just have to find it. That's really okay. I can't find it. Whatever. It's oh, duh, right there. 14.
Okay, you would be going first.
Yep.
Twig, Monty, Amulet, Charity, corpse ball.
No, Charity had 12. Amulet had 10.
Oh,
right?
okay, you got them turned around.
I had 12. I had 12 as well.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay then. Not bad. All right. So there's are they still a ball, or are they kind of all over now?
They're so intertwined that you're not sure how they would be able to come apart. It's just hands and arms and legs and heads, all just intermingled and turning. And you're seeing those hands and feet push off the ground to gain momentum and turn
Moving
it
around. Okay. Is it downhill between us and the keep?
Yes, you're in a meadow.
Okay. I wonder if the ball's going to be faster than we are. Anyway, Twig's going to go, run away! And I will double move.
Yep.
And then Monty is up next.
Monty is going to this is really messed up. I'm emotionally scarred already. And then he will move kind of in a similar direction to Twig, kind of out of the way of what seems to be the path. And then actually no, he'll go the opposite way. Like I think he'll make it have to decide or whatever. And then once he moves, he will aim his bazooka shotgun thing at this ball, and he will fire twice. That is going to be a second. Okay, I rolled a 16 and a 19. It's a lot more I assume I hit with both of these.
You
Because
missed.
it would be
You missed
I
both
miss.
times. No,
Damn
you
it.
missed. You hit both times.
This is got such good AC, this corpse ball.
It does
So
not.
all right, first, so just a second.
It does have an awful lot of hit points, though.
I believe it does. Okay, so the first shot is going to be a grasping arrow. Sorry, clarification here, because I have an idea, but I don't want to fuck it up mechanically. Is this one thing or is this a lot of things?
It's technically one monster because
Okay,
they're just
like
all
a
so smushed.
it's like
together.
sure. Okay,
It's not even a swarm. It's because
yeah.
they're so entangled.
It's more than a swarm. Okay.
Okay, to piggyback off of that, on that, that's one creature, right?
Yep, one creature.
One creature.
Perfect,
Okay. So it is going to be. I'm just going to calculate all of the damage in total. So it is 24 force damage.
Yep.
And just a second. 7. What is it? 7 slashing damage. And then every time it moves 1 foot or more, every turn, it takes 2d6 more slashing damage.
No save.
Does
It's just
It takes it. It can use an action on its turn to make an athletics check to get out, but it's covered in brambles. So it's a ball of undead that's wrapped in like nature's barbed wire.
okay.
It's pretty fucked up.
That's awesome.
Pretty fucked up. And then so Monty's kind of gone the other way as far as he can.
37 points and then another 6 every movement.
So it was whatever the total was. I don't even remember now.
It was 37.
The damage 37. So 37 damage, and then it's just 2d6 every. So you can keep rolling it as because I think I was 7. Is what I rolled. So
is it for each foot it moves, or is it
no?
just
It's for each. It's each turn that it moves more than a foot. So if it moves at all on its turn, it takes the 2d6. But it doesn't matter how many feet. Although that would be cool.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were saying first. I was like, that is broken.
And if you would love to, I mean, if you want to make it that way,
I do not.
Should have lied. That's Monty's turn. Yeah.
Okay. Amulet, I think.
It's Charity and I, so
Sure.
Charity can go
All
first if she wants. I don't have a preference.
Don't care. I can go first. That's cool. I'm going to fail anyway. With that attitude.
That is a bad.
You only fail if you don't try.
That's true. She gonna book it. She's gonna start like if the people she's used to that are normally fighters are like we out. She's jog on. We're out of here. So she's gonna follow Twig. She's gonna just use her normal movement, and then she's gonna pause long enough to cast Firebolt back at it because it looks
Awesome.
kind of undeadish, and she's like,
This is obviously undead. You can smell it.
yeah, and she's like, fire solves every problem. So we're gonna do. Does a 16 hit? Probably
Yeah.
not.
13 is what you're looking for.
Oh, perfection. So then that is. Where's my dice? Where's my dice? That's the wrong one. Here we go. That's going to be 12 points of damage.
Perfect. All right.
And that's it.
That's it.
Okie dokie. How far away is the ball right now?
It's when it moved, you don't know where it's going to move. So right now it landed, it's like 10 feet away from you.
Score! I like it. So I am going to, since Charity peeled off towards Twig's direction. I'm going to peel off towards Montgomery's direction. So we're split. And then I am going to use my telekinetic power to, as a bonus, shove it away from us.
How much weight can you move with telekinesis? Because this is a huge creature, so it weighs a ton.
I'm not. It doesn't list it. It just says you can shove one creature up to within 30 feet.
Can't argue with that.
It makes a strength saving throw.
All right, I'll make a strength saving throw, but I'm not going to argue with that. Rules is rules.
I could try to look it up the details again if you want.
I got a 9 on my strength saving throw.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
All right, so you can push it.
Push it.
Warrior, roll your 2d6.
Oh, okay.
Push it
Push it
real
real
good,
good.
Ben.
8.
Here's the problem. I don't remember how far I can push it. Let me look it up.
Your
make it-
options are good or real good.
Real good.
Real good.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with real good.
On a nat 20, you push it real good.
I was waiting for someone. Yeah.
5 feet.
5 feet. Okay. Which is all it took to get the damage going.
That's exactly what I did.
What are you
to
doing
be
there
honest.
with the what are you
And then I'm moving as far away as I can with my 40 speed.
okay. Well, you said that was a bonus action.
Well, so that's the thing. I cannot.
So are you going to double move?
It's a bonus action to my feet. So, like, the main part of the feat is using Mage Hand. But, so I'm assuming the feat is I call the Mage Hand. The bonus action is I can shove with it.
Yes.
Right? So, it's basically like my whole thing. Because
Okay. No,
if it was just my bonus action, I would totally love to transform right now. But it's not. So,
fair. It's fair. No, thank you for clarifying.
Yeah.
All right. So,
here it is, Ben. It's a cantrip, so I can do it all the time.
Twig, roll me a 20-sider, please.
19.
Okay.
Well, we don't know if that's good or bad.
Charity, roll me a 20-sider, please.
It was almost a 1.
That
those.
would be a 6.
Monty, roll me a 20-sider, please.
4.
So go in reverse order. Bliss moves and then attempts to cast a spell. Nothing happens. Erlin actually crushes this thing with his bat. But he doesn't move away, and Rosine uses her turn to pick him up and clumsily fly him out of range of the now momentum gaining corpse ball. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see who's gonna get the attention. Oh, it's gonna be Monty. Monty, it takes its damage and it just starts to roll, and it's gonna use its momentum to turn itself, and it's going to steer itself right at you. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
I will do that as soon as it takes 9 slashing damage.
From,
It's moving, right?
but it already took damage from movement when Amulet moved it.
Okay. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Is it once per turn?
I thought it was once per.
It's like on its turn. If
Oh no, then it took the damage then. Thank
Yeah,
you for
okay.
clarifying that.
No, that's cool. Yeah, it's like, yeah. Anyway,
So if it's forcefully moved, it also takes the damage.
it just says it's let me double check the wording.
No,
I believe
you don't have to. Just tell me what you think. What your interpretation is. That's all I care about.
my interpretation is that the penalty is based around movement. So I think forced movement would do it.
Would be the same.
you
Yeah,
know.
I can.
Unless it teleported or something. Yeah. Okay.
No,
So sorry, I'm rolling a what?
Dexterity saving throw, please.
20.
You manage to just get out of the way, and I'm going to let you choose. Do you want to get pushed back, or do you want to sidestep this thing?
I want to sidestep it.
Okay. Like when you sidestep, you feel like hands that are somewhat skeletal, flesh falling off, like brush against you. A toenail falls off onto your boot from a foot sticking out. As this thing rolls by you, and you look as these little hands and feet are just kicking on the bottom and the sides, getting it to turn faster and faster.
Bad touch.
That's its turn.
That's gross, Ben.
I will tell you, this thing has a buttload of hit points, but you guys did 65 points of damage in your first turn. Oh, wait, I didn't figure in Erlin's as well. You did 75 points of damage in one turn. Really good. It's not bloodied.
Oh, I don't think it is. You said a buttload.
Just to let you know what you're doing. Also, if you get hit, it's going to be real bad. I'm just going to let you know right off the bat.
Oh, I feel like that's been clarified.
We're top of the pop, and remember, you are in now. 19 is your crits.
Oh.
All right. Twig is going to slow up a little bit.
Also, remember, you got your devil deals on the table, and you have your flashback on the table as well.
Okay. Twig will slow up a little bit. He will cast Toll the Dead. I don't know how well this will work, but we'll see. So he'll kind of run a dagger down his armor to make a little kind of ringing-ish sort of noise. And then that's a wisdom save from the giant ball of corpses.
Oof. 0.
Excellent.
0.
So that, since it has taken damage, let's see.
That's a great spell to use, because it's like, is that a cantrip for you?
It is. What's a cantrip just in general? So that's 2d12.
Oh,
Yeah, buddy.
Because I am higher than 5th level.
Yes.
Oh well, 10 damage. It is necrotic though. I don't know.
It's necrotic. Nothing happens.
Dang it! All right.
Oh.
See, I do that, and then I kind of keep running along.
Oh, it's necrotic, isn't it? Okay. Well, actually, it would heal it.
Oh,
damn it!
No.
all right.
No.
Well, Eldritch Blast next time it is.
All right. Monty. I'm assuming
Okay.
you're going to keep moving away, Twig. You're gonna
Yeah, still running.
So Monty has sidestepped it. How far is it from, say, like us to the sort of the endless swarm of zombie situation? Like,
it's about 60 feet.
Okay, Monty is going to use his movement to continue like moving around, so he's behind the ball, and because it's basically rolling downhill at this point.
So if this meadow is like a giant, somewhat concave, it's just going to keep Beyblading its way around.
Sure. So
I said it.
It's a great reference. So I didn't watch Beyblade, so
I work
in my head it's going duel, but that's Yu-Gi-Oh. But
I worked
it still feels.
I worked with a very aggressive young man who one of the only ways he calmed down was we played Beyblades together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, why isn't Beyonce like brought that back? Beyblades. Just saying. Beyonce, pay for this idea, please.
My mind is like blown now because I'm like all the possibilities.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you can play on the title app. Anyway, so Monty has he's behind the ball, and he's going to sort of vaguely try to keep pace with it from a distance. So I think this time he's positioning himself so he'll be.
One thing you realize really quickly is this thing
Mhm.
can cruise. It's faster than you. Just based upon size momentum, it's gonna outpace you.
He is fine with that. So he'll get behind it to a like safe-ish distance, and then start running behind it. And he'll still fire on it a couple. He'll fire on it.
Oh, I should have. Don't I get to make a strength save at the end of my
You can use your action to do that if you would like.
Which I can because my attack is actually my movement. So
sure, yeah. I mean, it's DC 14.
Nope.
No. Oh.
It went from a definite yep to a definite nope real quick.
So sad. So Monty is behind it. He's going to fire on it twice.
Okay.
Actually, I don't. Yeah, he'll fire on it. He's 60 feet. I got just a second. I got to check. It's been a while since. Oh, his. Yeah, you know what? He will fire on it once. So like, and that's gonna be. I
also want to, and I don't think with that gun, Monty should be able to run and gun. I think he should have to stop and plant his feet.
Oh, he should have to stop and hit. That's actually fair. So then he will.
That's a big fucking gun to be like.
So let's say he does this.
Even Jesse the Body, who did not have time to bleed, had to stop when he shot his giant Vulcan machine gun.
Fair. That's fair. It is. We have canonically made this comically large, so that's fair. Monty will then not fire. Well, I guess sorry. He'll get behind it. He will stop. He will fire one time at disadvantage to actually fire at the area where, like, at the swarm, like so where the ball is heading. He's gonna shoot at the swarm, like probably roughly where it starts.
Okay.
At disadvantage to hit.
Not the ball, but he's going to shoot up over like a volleying shot into the horde.
He's going to he's going to shoot a volleying shot
almost
into the horde.
Like a mortar, almost.
Yeah, it's a force mortar. Over the ball, great. So 22
over the palisade, no, definitely.
Yeah,
you launch that, and when it hits, you just see parts flying everywhere.
Dope.
The thing that is worrisome to you is how there's so many. It just fills back in.
Okay,
it's like a spill that you dabbed up, and then the liquid just filled it back in.
Yeah. So Monty will like use his free action. He'll yell to everyone else like clear the way for the big ball, and then because he's trying some strategy here. He's like, I got strategery. Like, clear the way for the ball. And then he'd be like, Felix, you're supposed to leave with a buddy. And then that'll be his turn. So he's like running after the ball, probably falling far behind it. He's trying.
Okay. Amulet Charity, who's going first this time?
You may go first. No,
No,
go
Charity.
first. Oh, you want me to?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm changing my plan now.
All right.
At any moment, I thought you were gonna Zabazoo is gonna happen.
That's the Price is Right.
Now.
That's my dad. Hey, that's my dad.
Oh my god. Okay. She's going to use Firebolt one more time. She's gonna stay put because this thing is still. I'm assuming it's within 120 feet.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, and she's gonna firebolt again.
Everyone can make me a insight check really quick, or perception check. Let's do a perception instead, please.
Okay,
Oh, Monty, buddy, you didn't do
15.
it. 6.
17.
Okay.
14.
Monty, you're caught up in the strategery that you're playing right now, and like you're
4D
like
chess.
you're like that meme with the equations over your face.
Mhm.
Um,
It's absolutely that.
and you're also planning for your next big shot. Amulet, Twig, and Charity, one thing you guys are noticing is this thing, while it is massive, it's wildly agile and able to change direction very quickly. And probably because there's just an ungodly amount of limbs that are both giving it momentum but also controlling its directions.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
It's giving Miyazaki big time.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Gravity.
Okay. Firebolt. 15 definitely hits.
Yes, definitely hits.
And then we will do. Where's my dice? Where's my dice? That's going to be. That is 14 points of damage.
You blast like a hole through it, like just this laser focused shot of firebolt burns a hole, and the hole just gets swallowed back up by parts.
Cool.
For a
Love
moment, you can like see like an actual like back in the background. You see like through the hole, like a head plops down. It's a zombie's like, and then limbs cover it back up. It's just this mishmash of bodies.
Y'all just hear like the big explosion of Charity's fireball hitting it, and then in the distance you hear her go, "You nasty!" She's gonna also take this opportunity since she's not moving at the moment. We are gonna use.
What does Charity look like when Charity's not in full blown Charette armor? Like when it's just Charette is giving Charity access to mobility.
I like to think it's a little bit of like Grogu in like a little floating like
Oh
thing,
yeah,
like the
I'm
child.
glad you explained that, because to me it's like I, for some god awful reason, I pictured like overalls, but a little too big and very like smooth, high tech, big booted overalls, almost like rainbow bright overalls, except for like white, black, and like gray, like
That
very
is
utilitarian looking.
so much better. It's so much better. Let's go with that. I think it's perfect.
Like something Jonathan Hickman would think of, and then would have like somebody with really good art skills draw.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
just like in my head, it's like very Fantastic Four on Hickman's run.
I'm totally down for that. Let's make it that, because I
Okay.
think it's very good. She is going to take this opportunity to, while she's kind of hanging out there since she's not moving, we're going to use her experimental elixir for the day, which is swiftness. So she is going to get a 10-foot speed increase for 1 hour. So per round, so she gets to move an additional 10 feet. And that's what's going to happen. So she downs it
Now,
and like smashes the
I
vial.
want to ask you, is it a down, or has Charity, along with Charette, built a new system to take potions?
Maybe, ooh, that's interesting. So maybe instead of taking it herself, she opens like a little panel and like jams it in there, and it goes glug glug glug.
My thought was that like she makes it, and then she puts it in like a thing in her pocket, and then like I kind of picture her like having like a weird techno circlet helmet, and then it just like vaporizes in front of her.
Oh, that could be cool
like
too.
a nebulizer. Here's your potion nebulizer.
I'm asthmatic. Don't judge.
I was picturing like down Periscope where they're like dump the liquor into the gas, or like it thins it out so it runs smoother.
Only you would picture that movie.
I don't know.
That's a delightful movie.
Oh,
It's
it's
a
so
good
good.
movie.
It's so good.
It's a fun movie. Down Periscope, man, it's good. I like it.
So
It's fun.
what I'm saying with all this, and this goes to all of you, personalize your stuff. It doesn't have to be like, hey, I quaff a potion. It can definitely be like, go all out and think of interesting things, because I think, like one thing like Warrior you've done with Monty, I think, is like that weapon is much cooler because you're like, it's gigantic. It's like you've personalized it to the character. Nobody else has a gun like that. I love that idea. So please don't rely on me to make it up, because if I get married to an idea, it's hard for me to not be married to it.
Well, yeah, forever till death do you part. So.
Okay, sorry about that.
No, you're good. You're good.
By the way, this is pretty great as well.
Breaks. Yeah, that's what happens. She downs it. Breaks. Down, Charity comes out.
Which of all the people in this group, Charity is the most Stone Cold Steve Austin in this
Yeah.
group.
Charity's just drowning random vials like
She's putting rattlesnakes and DTA on everything she owns.
The next time some idiot's monologuing at her, she's gonna be like, "What? What?"
Please no. Please God no.
Oh, that's
All
my
right.
turn. I'm done.
Amulet, you're up.
Okay. I have a question.
Of course.
As I start all my turns with the question. So it takes an action to transform, right?
Yes.
Would you consider throwing something on the ground a bonus action or also an action?
I'll consider it a free action.
Free action?
As long as you're like aiming it at someone, like you're not stopping. I got to hit this mark. If
No,
you're
it's
just
for me.
You're like, if I'm throwing this shit on the ground, then it's like, fucking, I don't care.
So
littering is a free action. Which should have been the name of the episode.
Oh, that's so good. I'm gonna remember that now. I'm gonna write that down.
I'm
It's a free
I
action.
can edit that into
that's a t-shirt. We gotta make t-shirts for Extra Life. They're like littering is a free
action.
We don't recommend it, but it's a free action.
Oh my god.
Okay, so Amulet's gonna transform with Dragon Strength at Cataclysm's Hour, Solinari, Lunatari, Nuatari. Oh my, Nuatari. Yep. Hear my call. Grant me your power. I haven't transformed in a while, so I forgot. So she's gonna transform. She's gonna grow real big, and then she's gonna throw. She's got the figure of the bull elephant, and she's gonna throw it on the ground. So what that does is it makes my strength a 19. And then whenever I move 10 feet towards an enemy, if I hit it, I knock it back.
Oh god, this is gonna be wild.
Okay, Louisa Madrigal, what the hell?
And then there's it's a percentage throw for knockback, I guess. But then if it was enemy provokes opportunity attack. Oh, I think if I knock it back, people get opportunity attack. So score. That's where I'm at. If it rolled away from me, right?
Yes.
Okay. I want to make sure I'm within 40 of it. So if I have to get closer, I will. If I don't need to, I'm going to stay where I'm at. Because I don't know what Monty's up to, but I'm prepared to like charge and hit it. So
Atari, patron of Pong.
So I'm going to try to play Pong.
I
with
literally
Monty.
put that in our private chat as he said that. And I'm like, listen, Shaq, you need to get out my head.
Monty, let's play Pong.
Classic Atari?
I should call it Classic Atari.
No.
I'll remember to say it. I'm pretty sure I pronounce New Atari wrong all the time, but
who cares? They're
yeah,
made up words.
It is. Well, they're places.
Who's gonna come haunt you about it? Margaret Weiss and Tracy Hickman? They don't care.
They could just show up on my social media.
That doesn't exist.
Oh. Hashtag bring it, creators.
Yeah,
Warrior,
don't add
when you
her.
were starting a sick like rhyme there, you were like, oh, Uh,
Uh,
No,
I,
no,
got, I
no,
felt like we
no.
were just starting to get started, and
uh,
the rhyme and you said, "Come at me, creators." I was like, Warrior's about to fucking drop a bar.
mm-hmm. Mixtape of this.
Mixtape.
Mixtape.
That's gonna be what it is. You're just gonna call it mixtape.
Mixtape. This is my mixtape. Mixtape.
All right, the pronunciation's in the folder.
Maybe I'll
Oh
find
my
him one day.
That was pretty good.
Good
All right. What? I don't even know what just
Pronunciations
happened.
to the ground.
So here comes Corpse Ball.
Nope.
Um,
I hate that we're calling it a corpse ball.
That's the name of it.
All I hear in my head is "choke me like you hate me," which I can't. I'm sorry. It just
I have no idea what you're discussing there.
I don't
You
either.
don't know who Corpse
Ball.
Husband is?
Corpse Ball.
Corpse
I
ball.
believe you, but like Google Corpse Husband. You've never heard of Corpse?
I don't think I have.
You haven't
Oh
ever
my
just Googled corpse
god.
husband?
He's amazing. He's fantastic. He's a great streamer.
not without safe search on.
Gross.
See, I'm hearing
So-
Wrecking Ball, but with Corpse Ball.
You can't have safe search on, Ben. It's Pride Month. No safe search in Pride Month.
Safe search is
I
homophobic.
don't know the
Safe
rules.
search is homophobic, actually.
Safe search then.
Actually.
I need
Ms.
someone to-
Beaumont brings up a very valid point.
I need someone to lay out the 10 commandments of Pride Month so I know the rules, so I can follow the rules. And there needs to be a whole like creation myth of like so and so went to the mountaintop and was like, "Fuck you." I'm like, here's the.
I brought you
here's
these 15.
Yeah. The
Ben.
challenge there, Ben, is that Pride
Oh.
rules are fluid because static identity is homophobic.
Yeah. It's
Is
construct.
is there a rule spectrum I can follow?
Maybe.
Just be yourself, Ben.
rather than like
It
10
honestly,
commandments of rules, maybe it's more like a DMG of rules.
it honestly depends on what party you're at.
Yeah, well, I was thinking
True.
like the pride version of the 10 Commandments is like the DMG where it says at the beginning, "Hey, these rules are your rules, so follow the rules you want to follow as long as it's fun for everybody involved consenting. Otherwise, the rules can fuck right off."
No
What is
cops in Pride.
happening
That's the
tonight?
one.
I don't even
Great.
know.
This is gross.
Stamp of approval.
Yeah, there we go.
Give me your 2d6 damage, please.
Oh, sure. Before you give me a lot more.
I don't know who I'm going to hit.
Okay, that's cool. I mean, you don't have to hit me. 9.
Let's get out our magical D4 and see who's gonna get the corpse ball. It's going to. Oh my god! How can I not read that? It's too sparkly. It's gonna be Charity.
Saying
different D4.
anything is too sparkly, also homophobic.
Also homophobic.
I thought you said small. Did you say sparkly? Oh no.
He said sparkly.
I can't
Sparkly.
read these in the nighttime.
Oh, if they're
That's fair.
clear with the sparkles, yeah.
Those
I'm
are
wrong.
hard to read.
Yeah,
I know
Sparkle's
it's kinda right.
notoriously most visible at night in the dark.
Well, and Ben can't turn on the light at night. He'll melt.
Also, I have old person eyes.
Mm. That's my favorite Hollow Note. So.
I mean, right next to Maneater.
Old person. I
I don't know why that one got me so well.
Oh, jeez. Okay. So Charity, please make me the dexterity saving throw, please.
Okie dokie, artichoke. That is a 17.
That doesn't do it.
God damn it!
So the corpse ball is going, and then it just starts to change momentum, and then much like again,
No.
like Katamari
Wait,
ball
wait.
of undeath turns
Wait.
itself.
Wait. Wait, hold on.
Linda, honey, Linda.
Linda.
Linda, listen, Linda. I'm going to use Flash of Genius, which allows me to add my intelligence modifier to that.
That's slick because all you needed was an 18.
Perfect. Well,
Might call that a flash of genius.
We made that.
All right. Do you want to be pushed back 5 feet, or do you want to sidestep it?
Oh, I'm gonna sidestep it.
Okay, perfect.
Big time.
I'm gonna make my saving throw, and this time I'm gonna get a 16. Was that enough?
It's DC 14. It's not
okay. So as it's going, the brambles literally, as this thing's moving, one thing you're also noticing is the bodies themselves are actually like turning on themselves inside, almost like they're swimming within. And the brambles get pulled into the middle of the ball, you assume, but they're no longer on the outside.
Are any of the bodies like
hitting the floor? No.
I hate you.
I felt that coming.
You knew it. I know it was so.
In our shitty commentary, Zeitgeist Warrior, I could feel you, touching me, touching you through the screen, baby.
I'm so upset I formed that bond right now, but I'll be glad for it. I'll be glad for it in like 5 seconds. I'll get over it. I'll have another stupid joke.
Sometimes what we learned, what the friends we made along the way, something like that. I don't know.
Something friends along the way.
Oh, God damn it.
Wow. That's like
that just grabbed that just like, oh, is that your brass ring of a joke there? I'm just gonna take that away.
Yeah. Why's it gotta be you two?
Now I'm all fuzzy too from doing Dusty Rhodes. Dusty took over the camera, baby.
Dusty took over the camera, baby.
God damn it. You're not wrong.
Congratulations, you all have our EP on your phone.
Yes.
Right now.
Top of the pop. No, I can't remember monitor twig.
That's twig.
And it's now 18 is the crit threshold.
How close are we to Felix?
About 60 feet.
Okay. But there's a swarm of bodies between us and him.
No. He's on the palisade, like just. They're not flooding over the palisade. They seem to be converging like a spear point where he is.
Okay.
Like if they push him away, then they can just cross fully. Because they're undead and they don't think. So they're just all kind of flooding over each other like ants to get to where he's standing on this ever increasing mound on this palisade of dead bodies. Undead bodies, my bad.
So I'm going to.
Man, my thing is just like you don't get to be in focus anymore.
No,
you're
blurry all day.
On it?
No.
Okay.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Just asking. Like to think you should have put a fingerprint.
Anyway, I am going to run to Felix, climb up whatever I need to climb. On the way, yelling, "Felix, it's time to go!"
Make me a acrobatics check because this isn't like a wall to climb up. This is like just pieces of things.
Yeah,
and some of them are still wriggling.
All right. Well, I have advantage. Luckily for me.
Please be advantageous.
26.
Easily. You were able to easily ascend, and now you're beside Felix. What did you want to tell him?
Well, I wanted to kind of yell it as I was running. Like, Felix, we gotta go. And I'll kind of try to drag him away.
You look up at him, and he is just covered in like sweat and splotches of blood. And you notice none of it's his. And he just looks down at you with this. Make me an insight check.
17.
You think he might have lost it completely. You think he might be insane. Because there's a gleam in his eye, and all he says as he looks down at you says, "Can't you hear the heralds singing? How could I possibly leave them now? Make me a wisdom saving throw."
No, that's not good. I don't want to hear that. 13.
For a moment, it almost is like your ears are burning and ringing because the whole time you've heard those ghostly voices. But now you do hear the singing. And you look up and there's a literal unending choir of spectral entities, and they're singing. And they're singing about these deeds and about this person keeping them from being taken, and how he held the wall. So I'm going to tell you now, if you want to convince him, you're going to have to do so on your next turn, and it is going to be difficult.
Okay.
Warrior.
Yeah. All right. Monty is like, "That's cheating. You're not supposed to go the other way." And then he like sort of scrambles to get he'll sort of scramble to get behind it again, behind it relative to this swarm.
Yep.
And he'll get really close. Like he'll get within he'll be like 10 feet behind it.
Yep.
And he is going to just he's gonna is it rolling still downhill or is it coming? I'm not sure where it is relative.
It doesn't.
Turned around.
It's got enough momentum now that it doesn't need to roll downhill. It just needs to keep moving.
So I think what he's going to do is, so he's sort of behind it in such a way that so he's uphill from it. The swarm is down. The ball's between the two of them, and he's going to fire 2 shots, hoping that fun with physics will just make it roll down the hill. It's force damage. Yeah. So yeah, he's going to try to shoot it down the hill. That's going to be 19 and 20 to hit.
Both hit.
That's going to be 22 force damage.
Ooh.
And yeah, he's gonna kind of keep behind it. I think he has probably seen Twig's talking to Felix. Everyone else is in various states of danger. Charity just about got right over, so he's gonna kind of follow behind it at about that distance, shooting it as he goes downhill.
So you shoot into it, and you recognize that you did increase its speed. You also know you blew two massive hunks of parts out of it. And when you do so, you've been blowing stuff up and it's been getting reabsorbed or been incinerated. You hit it and you actually knocked full bodies off of it. So and now those bodies are getting up.
Oh.
Which brings us to Amulet and or Charity. Dealer's choice.
I can go. It's fine because I only got one move now that I'm big and strong. So, but now the ball's more than 40 feet away, right?
No, it's staying within 40 feet constantly.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's
how close? Enough to go towards it and step back.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm gonna move towards it.
When in doubt, and if you want to move and then be able to step away, if I don't tell you otherwise, assume you can.
Okay. So I want to step towards it. As long as it's 10 feet, then I'm gonna try to do knockback on it, and I get 2 attacks because I'm badass right now. Although only one of them's gonna hit.
What was the second one? Just so we know for sure.
8.
Yeah, okay. The armor class is only 13, so it's not like
Damn.
it's super high.
Well, the other one's 14, so just barely.
You almost gened it there.
Well, no, sorry, the +1, so it would have been 9. Just kidding. For 16 damage, and if I roll under 40%, I knock it back. What is that? Oh, that is a 25.
Knock it back 5 feet, right?
It just says knockback. Causes knockback. So I must look that up. Maybe there's a specific number when it comes to that. This is something you created, so I don't know.
We're going to say it knocks it back 5 feet.
Okay.
So it's spinning towards you and rolling, and you basically hit it, stop it, and hit it backwards, and it just starts spinning the other way. So it's not going to come at you or Twig this turn. It will come at Charity and Monty, though. Charity, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm thinking whether I want to do this thing.
Thinking, yeah.
Thinking, yeah.
Oh, and I'm stepping back as far as I can, too.
I got it figured.
Okay, I'm gonna hold off on that for one turn. So this thing is coming at me?
It's just coming in the general direction where it could veer at you or Monty on its turn.
Okay. She's gonna dart about. She's gonna run, I should say, not dart. We're just using normal action, normal move. But she's gonna move that like 40 feet because she gets that extra 10 feet just to put herself out of the way. And then we're gonna use Firebolt again. Let's see what it do. That is an 11, so that'll hit, I believe.
13 is what you need.
Oh, 13. I don't think I can use Flash of Genius on this. Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Damn.
You're running and gunning, and you like pew pew, and you just happen to just overshoot a little bit. But it is going, since it was rolling in the direction that Monty pushed it, it's just going to, and since Amulet hit it and turned it around, it's going to just go at Monty. Monty, I want you to roll me percentile dice.
Why would you do this to me? You know how bad I want you.
Here's the thing. I want you. High is good. 75, or excuse me, 60 is good. 80 is great.
That's like
for what's going to happen.
Okay. Sorry, I'm on like a weird electronic dice roller thing. 71.
Okay. So it's been turned around, it's rolling, and it actually picks up one of the zombies that it had been knocked off of it back into it. There's still one kind of shambling around as it comes right for you. Make me that dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay. 11.
11 is bad.
No, what?
So this thing literally rolls over you and engulfs you. You're going to take. You find yourself just getting pulled into this ball, and it's just arms and feet and heads and limbs just pummeling you. You immediately take 15 points of bludgeoning damage. You take another 18 points of piercing damages as pieces of bone are just stabbing into you. Every round you start engulfed, you're going to take 17 points of damage.
That's terrible. Should have made a double bargain.
So at the beginning of your turn, for your turn, you can make a strength saving throw to get yourself out.
Okay.
but the number is 18, just to let you know.
Okay.
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 So you guys see this thing roll back and just Monty disappears within it. The one zombie that did not get picked back up starts heading towards where Felix is on the wall.
I assume my turn now.
It is your turn. 17 is now the crit threshold.
Felix, we gotta go. Monty needs help.
Rolling on the meadow.
Keep rolling.
Oh, God damn it. I went Tina Turner and you went fucking Limp Bizkit.
Aw.
I heard they see me rolling.
No, God damn it.
I hate it. Trying to catch me riding.
Don't
See,
look at me
all I
bad
can-
and dirty.
All I can think of is white and nerdy whenever I hear that.
White
Yeah, that's where I went.
Yeah, well.
I think Weird Al has changed a lot of music for me.
The music's so loud.
That's not a bad thing.
All right. Twig, what are you doing?
All right. So Twig will say to Felix, Felix, we have to go. The school needs you. The kids need you. Monty needs you. He's in that ball of corpses. And then I'm going to roll.
What do you want to use for this? I'll let you choose.
I'm assuming this is persuasion.
I mean, you could just use deception, whatever you choose. I'm letting you. You just need to tell me how you're using it.
Yeah, I'm trying to persuade him that we need him.
So, like doing so earnestly, I'll let you roll at advantage.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Because the stakes are high.
Oh, what did you say a crit was?
It's 17 this round.
I rolled a 17.
Yeah. He like stops and he looks down and he just says, Twig Swift Strike, what are you doing here?
Saving you.
And I want you both to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, jeez. 14.
You did not make it. He did.
I have an inspiration.
Okay.
All right.
You giving it to Twig?
I'm giving it to Twig.
Thank you. 17.
You do make it. As when you stopped, the tidal wave of undead still kept coming. I just washed you guys over the palisade, but you both managed to land on the other side. And that's when a horn roars. It's just this. There's nothing for it to echo off of, but it just echoes throughout the nothingness. And the dead basically stop. The corpse ball slowly sputters to a halt. Just as the hands on the side rolling in front dig in, palms down into the ectoplasmic landscape of meadow. Felix looks over at you and he's like, well, this is bad.
Then we should run that way. Then I'll point toward the portal.
He picks you up and puts you on his shoulder, and he pushes his way through the dead who are just standing there, and he stands on top of the palisade, and he points. A massive undead mastodon pushes its way through the horde on a horde on the back of it, on what looks to be some type of, not quite a throne, but like some type of like, it's more like a bench, but it looks to be made of zombies who are still like zombies. Sets a knoll adorned in polished black armor, chainmail that looks to be minted coins. It makes its way through the crowd, or the horde, I should say, stops in front of the Wailing Palisade. and it looks down, lifts a ornate skull helm that has been dipped in bronze, picks it up and looks down and goes, Twig.
Hi, how's it going?
Not supposed to be here. Not for you. Make Sweaty go away. It is a zombie ass Dalton Castle throw.
I was just leaving.
Make job hard. Waste resource.
It's easier if I leave, right?
Frustrating. What here?
Just got to get Felix and we're out of here.
Felix kind of looks at you and then looks at him and he's like, 1 second. He picks you up and he holds you so you can look at each other. He says, that's not your friend. That's not our brother. That's a mockery.
That's his echo.
It's taking these people's soul as fuel. These forgotten souls here. It's using them as fuel.
Are we going to be able to stop him?
It's not a matter of stopping him, Twixter Strike. It's a matter of trying.
But is that a bigger problem than the end of the universes?
He looks at you, he kind of sighs. He turns around and looks at Echo on the horde and says, as much as I would enjoy continuing this, I have to leave. You leave. These undead in robes start streaming out of the back of the horde, and you see them literally just pulling ghosts into these jars. And they're screaming. You can hear them begging for you to save them.
We'll have to come back. But we've got other things first. Echo, can
Everyone
we have
make me
Monty?
everyone make me a perception check. And Twig, you can make it at advantage.
11.
11,
This is
25.
6. I'm in a zombie ball though, so
14.
I'll let you right now make your strength check at advantage because it's not moving or attempting to grapple you right now.
Can I assist in trying to pull him out?
Yeah, he's already at advantage, so
I'm just gonna grab a foot that's hanging out and yank on it.
yeah, just roll not to take damage on getting out upon getting out from bones and the like.
it's saving throw is 21.
Yeah, you guys are able to squeeze out. You've got like detritus, like body part detritus all over you.
Growth.
Like as you're doing this, the zombies are still there. The ones in there, you can see their heads. They just all turn and look at you with this like vacant look of.
You smell that. You smell that. He like prestidigitates his armor
Nice.
and himself and the zombie ball.
Amiel, what did you get?
For my perception,
Yeah,
11.
11. Okay, you also are a little you're involved in helping Monty right now.
Raging and strong.
Yeah. Charity.
14.
Something is off here. You're not sure what it is, but the hackles on the back of your neck are just like raised. You're like, something feels really weird. Twig, you look over and on a ectoplasmic rock in the meadow with his leg over his one leg smoking a massive cigar is Baron Samedi.
Are you okay with this?
do I look okay with this? I'm
I mean-
disappointed. Really? Behind him is what fades into view is this literal pillar of darkness. And then a face comes out of it that melts from blackness into a just bone white skull, and then slowly shrinks down to a middle-aged man in a cardigan and nice comfortable pants. I'd say we're both disappointed in you, champ.
Oh.
Oh, it's too late now. But what I do think is I'd like to make an offer.
And what's that?
Oh, not to you. Hades turns and looks at Felix and says, "Why don't you stay, slugger?" They're always going to be sending this over here to take these poor undefended souls. You don't have a huge purpose anymore. Your mother put you here, pal. Or at least her subservience did. They want you forgotten. This is where forgotten things go. Why not fight for the forgotten? So, this is where I want you guys to decide if you want to convince Felix to leave. And if so, how you're going about doing so. Montgomery and Amulet, anything you do will be at disadvantage because you're preoccupied. Charity, you will be at your regular, and Twig, you would be at advantage.
Like, I'm sitting here trying to figure out like the advantages of convincing him to go with us and if it's worth it.
He is a demigod.
I mean, we've had our share of semi-demi mini-gods. Like,
But you haven't, but you only have one you know who basically treats you like family.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, when we're here, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
Damn it, warrior. It's all about the family.
oh
Okay,
God,
Vin Diesel.
I'm like,
Family.
it's like I know what Monty would do in this situation, and it's so bad. It's the wrong. I know, but I am going to do it. I want other people to go first.
So my other question to you all would be, what do you feel Erlin's perspective is on this? Bliss and Rosine, because they're there as well.
Charity's not going to make a damn decision without involving Bliss. Like, she's having some serious heartburn over that whole conversation.
Don't speak for me thing.
Yeah. So like she's literally the first thing she's going to do is look at Bliss and just be like, "You have a say in this too."
What I'm asking is, what do you as players think they would do? I want to give you some agency over your NPC companions.
I think that
Listen, do it.
I think that I feel like
Oh. Chat, it's a murderer's
fire.
It's a murderer's row tonight.
man. I feel like
I didn't even see this one.
wow.
Yeah.
We upset Daddy.
By disappointment, I'm dead. So I think
No.
I feel like
He just gives you the Clark look.
yeah, that's the classic. I feel like Erland would leave. I feel like he's very heroic, but I think seeing all this shit and like knowing that he can't come back at all and knowing that it's sort of a probably hopeless venture is, I feel like he would be on team let's get out of here.
Okay, that sounds fair to me. Anyone disagree with that?
No.
Okay,
No, it makes sense.
Yeah, that logic stands up for me.
And I feel like Rosine would probably like help get him back to the portal safely. Like, you know, she's already like guarding him a little bit. You know, she's like
There's been a little
safety,
bit of that, for sure. Yeah,
a little bit of that. So I feel like, yeah, she'd be like, let's get you back. You've been through enough on this trip to see the underworld. You've been through enough. You know, that's what I feel.
Anyone else have counterpoints or additions they want to make to that thought process?
I don't think so. Not with that particular.
Okay. Now we come to probably the most difficult one, which is Bliss. Because technically Bliss is related to Felix. Because Amulet, Charity, Echo, and Twig gave her blood.
Mm-hmm.
Or not even blood, they gave her some of their power. Like second, third episode.
Mm-hmm.
However many years ago that was in real life.
I could find out.
I could too, but I'm not going to.
August 3rd, 2020.
Good God.
That was the first episode.
Are you serious?
Yep.
We're over 50 episodes.
Oh my Lord.
I love that you have the first episode date handy, but you're like, did I have a different character?
I looked at my notes.
Meanwhile, back in August 2020 in Sigil.
If it's in my notes, I remember it.
I just love it tickled me legitimately.
I have a shitty memory. It's real shitty. I have to look it up. I keep the date in the folder. That's why.
I'm torn on this one, and you guys like gut check me on this because I feel like, on the one hand, Bliss would usually be the one person that's like, you can't make anybody do anything, right? But if she feels really strongly about the family tie and we just walk away, I could also see her being like, you're not gonna do anything? Like, doesn't he matter? I don't know. New folder.
All of the folder now is like all capitalized whenever it's spoken about.
No, I agree with that perspective. I think that Bliss has definitely had a lot of moments of like I get to be like a willing participant in this. Like, I'm not your pawn kind of vibe. And I feel like yeah, she would be like attached to the family for sure. Like that's kind of all she has left at this point in a lot of ways.
Everyone agree with that consensus?
Yeah,
I'd say so.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure. I kind of want to do more of that, like ask you guys about some of those NPCs. When you look over and ask Bliss Charity, Bliss says he has to come with us. He doesn't get to stay. We didn't come here for him to stay, right?
I
What
mean,
if he wants to stay?
She looks at Felix and looks at you, and she puts her shoulder. She basically huddles you guys together. Felix also hit an indestructible wall for an indeterminate amount of time when he knew it was something that would not work. Sometimes, while Felix can do lots of stuff, I don't always think he has the best judgment.
Yeah, he also seems a little bit insane right now. So, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, there's definitely my man's not working with a full box of crayons.
Erlen goes, "Are we supposed to be whispering?" And that's when Rosine pokes her head through and she says, "Why would we leave a demigod behind he's just all passion and energy.
Yeah, no.
We need to steer that energy and passion in a different direction. If he thinks this is the right thing, we need to show him there's a bigger right thing to do.
I mean, I don't disagree with you, but I am going to say I have literally been screwed over by like 3 super powerhouses over the course of this entire trip. Like, I get it. I'm having what my therapist would call trust issues.
Rosine looks at you and she says, "Powerhouse remorse." I've had it. It's
no,
terrible.
we gotta have a talk. No, we gotta have a talk about like living trauma. Like, I don't. I'm just saying, I don't always have the biggest amount of trust for beings that have like super huge power ability, because like they have a tendency to like, and like, what can you do?
You all are having this conversation, and you feel arms go all the way around all of you, and then Hades apparates in the midst of all of you, but he's small.
Daddy!
He's small. He looks at all, but you're still being held by arms for some reason. He says, "Well, kids, not everyone is as well adjusted as you are. See, technically, I'm related to him. His mother is married to my brother, and it's a real head trip because she doesn't want him. It's a embarrassing subject. So I'm just happy he found people who trust him as much as he trusts them. He's a good kid, but let's just say he didn't get his mother's brains. Speaking of which, I believe you came here to talk to her. Is that right?"
Yeah.
"Well, I can make that happen. Also, I can ensure that none of you end up here, because this little transaction was done without yours truly's blessing, which is slightly sad. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed.
Ow.
Not in you. I'm disappointed in Hera that she did this behind my back. I don't think that's okay. Adults should be having conversations, not just whisking people away to realms where they'll be forgotten by everyone else."
No, they didn't know
That sounds fair.
open and honest communication is the best way to maintain relationship.
I looked at offering him a purpose, but if you've got a greater purpose for him, then you should offer it to him.
I mean, saving the multiverse seems like a pretty good purpose.
Pretty good. It's way better than like a meadow. This is a very good meadow, though. So
Also, it comes with taking down a really ugly tiger guy.
Happy Tuesday, Mitch. So, how are you going to you four going to convince him then?
Isn't today Monday?
It
Is
is
it?
Monday.
Today is Monday, not Tuesday.
Yes, it is.
Hey, Mitch.
I was like,
we
wait a
lost
minute.
Today.
I don't even know what day it is. So
We play on Mondays, but
it's Thursday.
all I know is like my new Minecraft is coming out, like maybe tomorrow or Wednesday.
Wednesday.
And that I have to pay the mortgage on the 10th.
We got 5 days.
Minecraft.
Well, I gotta get
20.
I gotta get paid
That's
first. That's why I'm waiting.
That's a fun set of milestones.
Adulting.
Like, I would just tell them we're gonna save the multiverse. Like, I think that's better than a meadow.
It did indeed.
Like it'll be like a lot of different things. Like this will just be the same thing all the time. I'll get bored of like the other things, like new things all the time.
Are you saying this directly to Felix? Are you guys coming with your plan?
I think he's trying to come up with what to say. Because
plan.
I think Monty understands that he probably doesn't hold the most sway with Felix of the people who are here. So he's more like he's like, yeah, it's like he's gonna get bored here. Like he was already like going crazy. Like that's not fun. So like
I've got an idea.
Okay.
I've got an idea. Hades,
Yes, dear.
can you do you have the ability? Because I'm assuming your reach is like far and wide and like
Oh,
goes everywhere, right?
well, let's just say I do all right for myself.
Yeah, right. I know. Like this place is dope. But like, okay, so hear me out. Can you somehow show him what's happening in all of the places that we're from?
He looks at you, kind of looks up, and his eyes go completely black. He says, "I can, but it won't be pleasant."
I don't expect it to, but it might be enough to convince him to make a decision on his own that's smart and well informed.
And I can't hide this from you, so
Yeah,
you'll all see it as well.
I don't even know what it looks like.
it's up to you guys. I've got an idea what things look like where I'm from.
I mean, if you think it'll work,
I don't know.
It's worth
worth
a
a
try.
shot.
Bliss?
She kind of looks and she shrugs and she says, "It can be worse than what it was when I was there."
I keep hoping that about Storm Song too. Okay.
All right. So, Twig, you see the forest lake area where you grew up has been logged out. It's just gone. And there is a kind of start of a human like keep there. And the one thing you do realize is it's being the construction is definitely being powered or being done by non-voluntary labor. Monty, you see something you've already seen. You see the wasteland that was your homeworld. As it starts to peel away to another vision, you see people. Amulet, you see the dragon armies on the march. Flights of chromatic dragons attacking stalwart strongholds. The moon of Takesis is in full bloom on Kryn. Charity, we're going to save yours to the very end of the thing because I already had that.
Love that for me.
Felix, Rosine, you see her world is gone. All the nests decimated. The world is basically starving people all staring at a doling star chanting in a language none of you speak. But the world is just dust. Erlin looks up and he sees modern day America and he just goes, "I don't want to look at this."
Same, dude.
He under his breath says, "I don't want them to see this." Felix, you don't get to see what Felix sees. He sees everything you've seen plus more. Once it's done, he takes a deep sigh and he looks at all the ghosts, which again, Twig, you and he and Samedi and Hades are seeing in full, vibrant Technicolor. And he says, "I am so sorry, but I have to go." I want you all to make me an investigation check.
$16.
18.
16.
20.
You all hear a strange kind of like, and you see that Echo also saw. Whatever he saw.
Echo, do you want to help us too?
Echo busy. Echo, stop this. No more harvest. Harvest elsewhere. Not cool here anymore. Ruined. And the mastodon leaves its trunk down. He climbs, or he gets pulled back up on the decaying trunk, blows the horn, and this almost unending wave of undead follow him back towards the Shadowfell. Hades looks at all of you and winks. Says, I wasn't just going to let him stay. Samedi is gone when you turn and look for him, Twig. Hades claps his hands, and you're all back in the first room you arrived in when you came to Persephone's. A very rich and vibrant, elegant room where Persephone sits sipping from a goblet. When she sees you arrive, she runs up, hugs Hades first. He kisses her on the forehead. She hugs Felix, comments on how big he's gotten. He kind of grabs all of you and sets you down on the floor. Says, I hear that you have a story to tell, and that it's going to cause quite a ruckus.
That's kind of what we do.
She smiles and she says, that's what I do too. How about we do it together?
Sounds good.
Meanwhile, back in liminal space, Runtel Dat and Savannah, you are just getting up off the dirty floor, off the pavement or whatever the ground is there. Sprawled out as manifesting water elementals put out the fire that is what was left of Runtel Dat's apartment. He's shaking his tiny hand, his tiny wrist hand. He's takes a while to get the feeling back in it.
That is most unusual. Does it cause you pain or discomfort?
Nothing I haven't felt before. I believe we are at a ending point. I want you to make me a perception check, please.
Oh no. That's a 7.
You are surprised when that is the title. Thank you, warrior. When you see a halfling man turn the corner and go, hi, do you have a moment? I would like to maybe have a conversation with you. Both of you.
She doesn't say anything. She just kind of like tilts her head and like gestures like, go ahead.
Runtel leans in. He says, do you perhaps know any Kenda?
I know several small individual beings, mostly from school.
Not Kenda is not a person. It is a particular type of halfling.
I do not believe I am familiar with the term.
Well, this is the Kenda, so watch your pocketbooks.
I do not have pocketbooks. That would require me to have pockets, of
We
which I
need
do not have any.
We need to change that. Everyone needs a pocket.
I do not believe that pockets can be retrofitted into my metal.
You need some clothes, some sharp threads. Threads make the person, baby. He says, I don't mean to interrupt your conversation, but I actually came to find you both.
Why would you be looking for the both of us? We are not affiliated, nor do we know you.
It's not me you know, but someone I know knows both of you and wants a word. And because of their particular circumstances, I agreed that I would maybe come track you down.
Who is the individual that is requesting to meet with us?
It's not a thing that I can really talk about, but I can just take you there.
I am confused. You have a mouth and speak common, therefore we can understand you.
Runtel's like, you see, it's like he's afraid that someone might try to blow up his apartment or something, rather, or maybe send a bunch of Kenku to kill him.
That is an unfortunate association with Kenku. In my experience, they can be quite intelligent and also have a liking for shiny things.
This is very true, but they did just try to murder us. So, do we agree to go with the tiny Kenda man?
I do not believe we have other options at the moment. We
We
may
don't.
as well.
We could wash our tiny hands of this whole endeavor. And he kind of looks at his one massive hand and then his one tiny hand. I guess it was already chosen by fate. So, the tiny Kender man.
She's like trying to determine if her hands are of a normal size.
He's real. Like you can see Runtel just like enjoying the fact that when he says weird Runtel shit, you're like, I don't understand any of this talk.
Metaphors just right over the head.
So this man, this Kender Main, leads you through the populated area of liminal space, and what you realize is as he's doing so, he's taking you somewhere. He's leading you to a very distinct area, and to an area where you frankly have not been, and most people have treated it, as far as you know and have been told, as pretty much a no-go. You make your way in the world today, and it does take everything you've got. Hold on, I'm trying to grab it. Up past the Pantheon, through this dead forest, the closer you get to Valley is Kept, it is just this ungodly heat from lava, fire, blackened stone. And the man, Kender, who tells you his name is Bolt, leads you through it. And even at the moment when you get the most like, oh gosh, I'm going to get burned in this, especially Runtel, since he can feel that. He says, no, it's don't, no, you're not going to be burned. It's a big thing. It's not an illusion per se, but it's close to it. He leads you towards this ominous keep. He walks up and he knocks his tiny hand on these 20-foot tall, 10-foot wide doors, and they swing open slowly. And when you look inside, it is this beautiful, opulent palace. that looks nothing like it does on the outside. And when you enter and look outside, you don't see what you saw on the outside. You see meadows. Beautiful, beautiful meadows. Bye, Mitch. Have a good one. And sitting at the head of a table is a very tall, very slim woman in extremely ornate gowns. She says, I've been waiting to meet you. Do you know I knew your father? Well, I mean, I accidentally dropped a boat on him, sure, but and I don't know him near as well as Runtel does, but I did know your father, Drott. And more than that, I know where Norhand is.
When she's saying the bit about like, I did drop a boat on him, Savannah very slowly reaches for her rapier and you hear it like click that first bit out of the sheath. And then she makes the comment about, I do know where Norhand is. You just hear it click back.
Did Savannah catch the part about Drott and Runtel, though? Or was she doing?
She did.
Okay. So she says, oh, and about the boat, I dropped it on a lot of people, not just him. He just happened to be there. Meanwhile, last thing, a coded to our episode. What you see in Storm Song, Charity, is the High Council meeting in Crescendo. The pleasantries are exchanged. Small talk is had. A meal is placed out before them. It's one of them stands up and says, it's customary that we meet between the morning and the afternoon, a brunch of trust, of open discussions as we go from the start of our day to the crux of our day. This is for Storm Song. And they all stand and they raise their glasses. And each and every one eats a blade through the neck from the back. Except for the one who raised the glass first, who shifts into Ragash, sniffs his drink, throws it back, and the people that stabbed, the attendants that stabbed these leaders, all change form into those people. He says, well, now the real work starts. And that's where we'll stop for tonight.
I'm gonna murder that tiger. I'm gonna murder him. I'm gonna murder him good.
So please, everybody go around the table. Tell people where they can find you, who you be with, what you got going on. How about whether or not you like ribs that have some tug to them when you pull them off the bone, or if you like ribs that just fall off the bone. Like the bone, when they're done cooking, you just pull it right out.
All right. I am Nate. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, lots of other things at Cubicle Zombie. As far as D&D games, just here every other Monday.
Did you guys get back to Drakewind Falls, though, in person, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Did you play?
There are.
Did you guys play?
Are you tomorrow? Okay. It's been a little bit. Tomorrow we'd be playing.
Cool.
As far as ribs, I like fall off the bone.
Cool.
I am Shannon. You can find me most places at the Rainbow Beach, BEECH, including right here on twitch.tv/Rainbow Beach. You can catch me here every other week on Down and Outlands. You can also occasionally find me guesting with my spoos on Craftin' Kids or other iterations thereof, which is super fun. Just gonna throw this out there because it's Pride Month. Go visit rainbowrailroad.org. I'm just saying, helping those at risk, LGBTQ plus people get to safety because it's not safe out there for a lot of us right now. And when it comes to ribs, I like fall off the bone. I want to pick up the bone and I want that meat to just blah blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
I've never
And make that
considered
exact sound effect, like blah.
Yeah,
blah.
I've never considered making that sound, but I mean, it makes sense.
Blah, blah, blah.
Really hoping my ribs don't talk to me though.
I mean, if they do, that just makes them tastier.
Don't
Right?
eat me, Lisa.
Don't eat me. I'm delicious.
Depends on what they're saying.
I go really good with coleslaw.
I was dead before they put me in the pod. Wow.
Oh boy.
Wow,
Okay.
meat is dead. Spoiler alert.
It's
meat is
dead. It's dead. I just don't want it to tell me it's dead. I just want it to be dead. Like, it's fine. I eat meat. It's great. What's the Joel Hansen thing? I eat animals.
Maybe animals.
It was a painless demise. Without guilt.
It's part of the cycle. It's fine. I'm Cassandra. You can't find me anywhere except here every 2 weeks. Occasionally on Chaos Scar. Occasionally on Crafting Kids. I'm around sometimes. Maybe you can find me in my folder. Who knows?
Mm. Wow.
Would you say you're like Tupac that you get around?
Not really. So
Okay.
just sometimes.
Not really. No. No.
Only when I really want to leave the house, which is summer now, so not really that often.
It's fair.
Mm. I'm Warrior. You can find me online at WarriorMN in various places. You can find me here at this time every 2 weeks. You should know that because you're watching right now. Ribs wise, I would like some tug. I'm eating a rib. I want to have like a rib eating experience. If I'm having like short ribs or I'm having like a, that kind of situation, like a braise, I want it falling off. But if it's like you're handing me ribs as an entity, I want to enjoy it. I don't want them falling off the bone.
Interesting.
Because if it's falling off the bone, it's just pulled pork. Sorry.
Different cut of meat, different flavor.
No, I know. There is a different flavor. I know. I'm being an asshole, but like also, like why are you gonna bother cooking the ribs if they're gonna fall off the bone? It's silly.
Ryan wants those competition ribs.
I want those competition ribs. I want them in a individual small styrofoam container with
lots of grain that you don't eat.
with like some random curly parsley for some reason, like a lot of it. Yeah, that's what I want.
With what sides?
A little plastic ramekin of if I'm having sides of like barbecue, I want mac and cheese, and I want like a baked bean of some variety.
Solid.
I like corn. I want to have corn on the cob.
Corn
is good.
Corn is
universal sign
a
for corn
veg.
on the cob.
Little corn on the cob, just a little one.
That's how people
like-
hold their burgers on commercials now. It's not. This is the burger sign now.
I
What even
personally
is
am
it?
going through my collard green era. I'm just saying. With
Collard
some
greens
hot
are
sauce.
delicious.
Collards are awesome.
Collard greens are delicious. I love collard greens. Yep.
But you can't just have anybody make them.
That
No.
is valid.
There's
Same
an
with
art,
mac and
there's an
cheese.
art to it. Yeah. There's an art.
Same
Yeah,
with
also
mac and
same with
cheese.
mac and cheese. That's
Yeah.
true. Same with baked
Oh.
beans, honestly. Some people it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
what do you do to these? There's like candy, it's gross. Like I want. Anyway.
I didn't know we were going to be so deep in our feel about barbecue.
I want
tonight.
those ribs to bite.
It's a
that.
hot topic.
Yeah, it is a fun topic.
Barbecue's a very hot topic. People have strong opinions about their barbecue.
They should.
No, I want barbecue.
I know. I want ribs now.
I think I'm going to barbecue this weekend.
I want a little.
Hell yeah.
Sunday.
I want a little.
Sunday.
I want a little thing of cornbread right
Oh,
now. I really want right now.
I've been fiending for jalapeno cheese cornbread.
That sounds
so
great.
good. Yeah.
That does sound good.
All
I
right.
want it.
I'm your friend, your lover, your undercover brother. I don't know.
I love that movie.
I do too. You can find me here. You can find me this Friday for Bad at Games. I don't know what we're playing. There's a rumor it probably might be Minecraft because there was the update will be out. So a lot of people in the crafting kids are like, "Hey, I want to make bamboo and cherry wood houses." And I'm like, "Yeah, hell yeah, I do too. Hell yeah, I want the cheesy poofs." And then Sunday is prep school. I still haven't heard from Beard whether or not he's coming on and we're doing Story Engine. Matt has no-go to G.I. Joe prep. So
Spike says you're prepping ribs on Sunday
maybe
during prep school.
There you go.
Maybe it'll be a meet and greet day. I don't know.
Spell meat.
MEAT.
I was gonna say, if you're this context, you got to spell meat in meet and greet.
Spelled like it sounds for you. Spelled like it sounds.
Oh, it's gonna be more of a meet and greet.
And then I believe Sunday is Chaos Star with the Wrestle Boys that didn't get to have their session last month. So yeah, we hope that you guys had a good time with us. It was a hoot. Thank you to the lovely cast of amazing players. Thank you to everyone in the chat who watched with us and hung out and made it a memorable experience. And thank you to anyone who watched it in the future. We think you're pretty all right. Except for Ric Flair. Fuck you. Also, that was the wrong outro. I'm sorry.